Oops. Okay. Okay. Oh, what the heck is this? Okay. Hey Speedy, hey Cherny, Ryan, long for short, Viraj. That is a little bit wide. Okay, there we go. So we will start here. Hey Chong, Karen, Taekwondo, Fat, Alban, Paratosh. So if you were, and Vow. So if you were waiting, now is the time to post. Oh, this was dark blue, is hard to read, huh? Okay, so now it's red. Paratosh, you are almost immediately really late. Wait, no. Yeah, you are. You haven't even posted yet. Like 10 people already posted. So I gotta go in the order that I'm given. Oh, there you are. Hi, Janus, Jalil, Kim Jun, Odemir, Saber, Latigi, Lucio, Charlie. Bold, if you don't post a picture with a whole bunch of Freyas, I will be very disappointed in you. Oh, what happened? The chat stopped. There we go. There we go. Chat stopped. 900 gold keys now. Complete it 3 times. No. You need 160 more. Well, let me think. You might barely be able to do it because if you do peaks now and peaks again before the end of the week, you should be able to pull three times on the last day. Or last couple days, I think. Alright, first is Speedy. So let me start setting up this. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Wait, where'd it go? I have a lot of things here that I need to get rid of. This one, no. Where did it go? This one. Ah, here we go. All right. So we'll start with Speedy. I have already too many windows right now. Star shards for Freya? Yes. 10,000 gems. Can you get Phoenix from the shop? Gems have nothing to do whether or not you get Phoenix. It's straight up money. The anniversary is not at all. Gems don't help at all. Alright, let's look at Speedies. This Bale is not that useful. I would suggest throwing out Bale for Luna here. Maybe try to get Shude Mel up, because she's probably better than the Vivienne. And that puts you actually 1 away from a Unity. But then you have no alliance for unity. And they're both 8 stars. Jacob, $10 won't get anything. Andre, I mean, it's 8 p.m. here. I don't control the world times. Gems for dice, dice for coins. Dice barely gets you coins. The dice is like a tiny bit of a bonus. They get you like 500 coins. That's like nothing. The time counter turned out that with it, I didn't do that many more teams than without it. So we'll try without it again. Alright, Vivienne, fodder for Phoenix. Hi, Brian. Everything costs gems, but the point is that you can't put extra gems to buy more tokens than are available. There are no ways to get more than the free available coins in the event. Nyan, it hasn't come out yet. We are still learning how it works. Okay. So I would think that actually changing to Unity here is a better idea, because Bale really doesn't help you. And hey JJ, hey SM, and Medusa is good, but I mean Luna also helps. If you've got energy on Luna and or Freya, it's not terrible. And I don't think that Medusa here is worth losing the aura for. I'm Ridul. Alvaro, he can't even make Dire. He doesn't have a second undead. So, no, that's not possible. Best for Giant Lizard? Detlaf could use it. Nameless King could use it. Bale could use it, I guess. There's not a lot of good heroes that... Giant Lizard is very, very mediocre. So as a rating for this team, it's not a terrible team. As it stands, I say swap for the Unity. It's not as good as a Unity, but then it does have Vivienne. I don't know. I guess I give it like a 6.5. Maybe a 6. It's better than average 5, but it's not as good as a solid Unity. So I say a 6. Viraj, Freya is not good one-on-one. And neither is Luna. They both do very bad damage single target. So you don't have the ability to get through her healing, that's all. Alright, next is Slick. And hi, Steven. I might have said that already. Other Steven. Alright. T3 Freya with a Kurt. Isn't Kurt better in the back? Or in the front, I mean? I don't know, actually. I really don't know how Kurt does front versus back, because I've never used it. Speedy had... I think it's a terrible idea to... I think it's a terrible idea to sell 6 stars now. I think that you need the gold souls and you need the fodder just too much. I regret foddering all my 6 stars. It hurt me really badly now. But what's done is done. But wouldn't he rather have Kurt in front here? Because he has a squishy team. Also, this team doesn't help Kurt. Kurt is just gonna get destroyed without Skuld. So definitely work on this Phoenix and put Phoenix in instead. Lost Legends, free players just get a Freya and a Lorelei. That's pretty much it. There's almost no chance for Phoenix for free. And timer is, when I put a timer, I didn't do that many more teams than without a timer, so I'm going without a timer again. You win more with Kurt being in the back. Okay. But I would say you'd win more yet if you had Skull or a Phoenix instead. Alright, so this is not a bad team. Placing is kind of weird. These heroes are not bad, but you really need this Verthandi to get higher, because you just are struggling. Your tank is struggling right now. 9-star tank going against higher than 10 stars is weak. But you've got the copy, so cleric license, huh? Hey Anthony, 7.5. 7 maybe? Just because his tank is so low. Let's say 7.5 if his Verthandi was 10-star, and a 7 if the Verthandi is 9 stars. So you're there. You've got a solid team, but work on Verthandi and then work on Phoenix. Hopefully you can get a lot of flags soon. So we'll say 7. Bro, you might be too late, but all instructions are over here. 7.5 for having Gift of Creation. Okay, for saying that you get a 0 because you have 3 copies of Kurt. So it's a 0 now. Grr, Kurt. Okay, fine. We'll give him a 7.5. Feeling generous. Next is Panda. This is... T4 Phoenix does Bold have? He has 3. Nyan, I give reviews on all teams, all levels. I don't care if you have only 5 stars or you have full T4s. 6 copies of Kurt. Oh my god, that's like a -20. Alright, we'll just give Panda 7.5 and move on. Panda, if you're not going to have a new team, why are you even submitting? My god, you already have 5 copies of a 4th Phoenix? I have 3 copies of my second one still, after 2 years, or a year and something. How? How do you do it? It's not fair. Alright, so this is... Okay, as a unity, it's not bad. Alright, so this team gets a 0. I think we're going to start skipping Panda. I'm going to look at his, give him like 2 seconds, and maybe next time we'll demote him to a 7. That's the plan. Next time I'm going to demote Panda to a 7. Viraj, you only get about 500 from the dice game. 5 to 600. Very insignificant. Alright. So this Walnir is the weak spot. Because Verthandi will do just fine. But you only have Ripper, so you can't replace yet. So you gotta use this team. But it's... Wait, who am I doing? Is this Scuitto? This is Scuitto. Hey, Ryan. Your priorities are good. Your 10 stars are good. But I guess we'll give you a 7 because Walnir is kind of a waste of a space. Like, either you use Walnir and Verthandi is wasted, or you use Verthandi and Walnir is wasted. So, unfortunately, 2 people are wasted here. Don't laugh. I mean, I doubt that he got 2,000 from the dice rewards alone. That's just not possible. Like, the upper bound is probably at, like, 900 max. And that's 1 in maybe 1,000 people will get that. Hey, Xerxes. Alright, so Scuitto, this is a pretty good team, but like I said, one of these 2 people is useless. And whichever one it is, I don't know. You make that choice. Wait, what do you mean by with rewards? Are we talking about with the chests? Well, the average person... Oh, okay. So he got 500 then. So, that's exactly where we put him. But you have a 10% chance of landing on a +1 roll, so... I mean, sure. If you can roll on 10% 10 times in a row, you're in the 1%. I would say let's not tell people that that's even possible, because I don't need that. I don't even need this. Why do I need this? Why do I need this? Alright, this is Thought Destroyer. Viraj, no. The average seems to be about 500 from 100 dice pulls. Okay, so, let's see here. Oh, geez, you have no 6th hero. Okay. So you have no 6th hero and you don't have Unity. Ouch. Scold from the shop is probably $100. Phoenix is probably $50. Yellow traffic light, you see that these are both undead, right? Nice. So I have messages held for review. So someone named Akil Mwaimin just said, I hate you. It flagged it for review, and I can hide it, and it doesn't even show up on stream. Yay for censorship. 170 for 2 skulls. I mean, if you think about it, if you are willing to pay $100 for 1 copy in the first place, then yes, it's worth it. That's as good as it gets. Ripper? What about Ripper? Hi, Amitabha. Anyway, so, hey Roman. Okay, so he doesn't have Unity, but he does have a decent tank, and he does have Freya, who's a good carry, and he does have a Phoenix. A fairly useless Phoenix, but a Phoenix nonetheless. Is your next 10 Detlaf? Detlaf is pretty bad at this level, but is still better than this Aegina. Star Shards on Freya. Bone Grip on Verth. Leonardo, it's your call. I mean, If you want to work on Scald, don't pull. If you think that you're not going to get Scald, then you better pull. So Verthandi is the next... My god, who are you going to sacrifice for Verthandi? Scald shines as soon as she is the same star level as your entire team, period. Doesn't matter what level. Okay, so... Well, okay, it's not that the Phoenix is useless, but he's not going to be a significant gain here. Boy, Akil, you came in here and said, I hate you, you suck, and then you ask a question? I don't know about answering that anymore. Is Scald better than 7 stars? Scald's just good at 5, period. If your whole team is 5 and you have a Scald, Scald is good. If your whole team is 6 and... No, she needs to be the same star level. She can't even be 1 star level below. Alright, so you've got a very broken team here. Abyss Lord or Minotaur? Minotaur is better. So if I had to rate this, I'd give it... 7? I guess 6.5, 7. I mean, he's got a tank and he's got damage. That's as good as it gets. It has weaknesses, but it's fine. This team will still kill T2 teams, T1 teams. It'll get destroyed by Detlaf or Monkey King. But it's a good average team. 6.5? We'll take the average, 6.5. It works. It depends on who that lone T4 is. Detlaf is going to come up completely... Detlaf is going to be RNG. If you can petrify him before he casts his very first skill, you have a chance. If you can't, you probably have lost. That's what it comes down to. Because a T4 Detlaf will wipe your Freya in 1 skill if he gets it off. Jasko, they patched it to make it worse. Hopefully they make it better. We'll see how it goes. For now, it doesn't look like the anniversary is going to be really good. Willie, I can't rate it that way because people demolish their teams to make their T4s, and as long as you have a tank, B, a solid first T4, it's good. That's as good as you. That's normal progress. It's not as good as if you had a full team of 10s plus a T4, but that's why it's lower than solid Unity. John Cena, she should come in 10 hours before the Monkey King, or before the Miracle Eye event ends. I think I have to lock the channel down again. There's too many. So, sorry, it's locked. Let me close it right now. There are already way too many. It's Simon, there are so many that I may not get to everyone that's here, but we will see. I feel like it's going pretty fast today. I also lost my place. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Best 10? I think it's Phoenix. Steven, his words were something about I hate you, man, or something like that. I don't know. But the auto filter caught it and hit it. Food Verthandi? I would not. After you make Skuld, Verthandi is a valid secondary heaven to make. Best first 10 is still Phoenix. Jasco, I don't agree with that because $100 and people will get 2 copies of Themis. That's amazing deal if you think about it. Matthias, yes, it was nerfed a little bit. Honestly, $100 for 2 copies of Themis is amazing. How can you even think that it's not? If you are a spender at all, that's really high value. Tiger King is not a good hero. Okay, so Lucio, what do you got here? Well, you're not using Grand. Crisanto Detlef is bad before T4. He doesn't do enough damage. All right, let's see here. I'd probably consider putting Vivienne here instead of Shude. When you set up your backline, you want the toughest of the backline to be in this position, because if they hit the backline and they die, this is the first one to die, and you would prefer it to be someone else. Like, if they kill your whole front line, this is the first person to get hit in the backline, and you'd like it to be someone who potentially lives a little bit longer than the rest of them. It's a very minor thing, but something to think about. Hey, Esquval. Tesla to replace Vivienne is not major, sadly. Alright, so you're probably going to fodder this Grand to keep working on Freya. Work on Tesla to replace Vivienne. I hope that you are spinning all the... Steven, you don't have enough to do both. It looks like anything you put into bingo does not count for cake. And so they are completely separate. Therefore, it is physically impossible for anyone to complete both bingo and cake. There are not even enough packages to buy in the game. If you wanted to throw $3,000 at that event, you could not finish it. So you have to choose. You have to choose. And the answer is, if you're free to play or not planning to spend, do bingo. If you're not, if you are planning to spend, then you can do cake. Okay, so... No, it doesn't matter. I don't think you can even spend 3,000 on the event. I'm just saying that. But let's say you had 3,000 in your pocket and you wanted to spend it. You can't. I think you can spend a maximum of $600 on it, I think. Like, even if you wanted to spend 3,000, you couldn't do it. You can spend a maximum of maybe $600 on it to buy all the available packages. And that will get you... That won't even get you enough. So... okay. So this team... I don't like the Vivienne, but you're working on Shude and you're working on Vivienne. This team, as it stands, is probably a 7. It could be better if you had better heroes, but it is a unity. It's evenly leveled, minus Shude, and I reduce points for the Shude being lower, I guess. But like I said, I suggest putting the Vivienne right here. But and you're working on Shude, you're working on Tesla, so you are going the right way. So we'll say a 7. And hi Pamga, doing pretty good. Lost Legends, it's the same as everywhere. Right as soon as the Miracle Eye ends, and it starts as soon as the key event begins. Kim Jun, Lorelei is better up to 10 star, or up to 9 stars. Maybe I'm in a good mood today. I don't feel that this team is... well, okay, we'll say 6.5. The Shude is pretty bad. The Medusa is pretty bad. And the Vivienne is pretty bad. Okay, we'll deduct another 5.5 for having 3 bad heroes. But I'm in a pretty good mood today. Hey, Javier. And Ben. Free to play plays bingo. Convert Luna to Lorelei. You could do that. 10-star Luna is going to be useless. You can't go beyond 10 stars with her. She will not do well for you at all. Alright, next is Rash. 5.5. Dro is better 10 stars and up. So you didn't do badly investing in Dro. She's just hard to use early comparatively because... Oh, hi Jova. She's harder to use early because she doesn't get cleric stun until 10 stars. Uh-huh. This is a very familiar looking team. From 100 to 200, I can give you that. $46 million gold and 42 million purple. So 43-ish million purple for Jasko. The screenshots don't show the bottom, which is likely a bunch of gold keys. Uh-oh, I lost my space again. Oh, no, I kept it. Nice. Lorelei is better at 9 stars. Okay, so this is a 7.5. Basic, solid Unity team. Nothing wrong with it. The weakest heroes are the ones that aren't past 10 stars. Solid 7.5. This is the golden standard for Unity. That's all it goes. JDK, we don't know the best team. People are still experimenting. Nobody has multiple Kurts to test him, but potentially not happening. People are still testing everything, and they don't. It's not like the highest level people have all possible teams to test again. Like if you want to play against Kurt, you have to have one, and your opponent has to have one for you to test. And not a lot of people have 14-star Kurt right now. Alright, so this will get a 7.5. Last time I gave you a 6 for this team? This is basic Unity. How could I give less than a 7.5 for this team? For this exact team? Aji, most people are stuck with Unity. The only people that go beyond Unity must have 2 or more Phoenixes. You cannot go off Aura without Unity. Honestly, they got lazy. They just don't show up anymore. Olivia comes and sits in my lap, but not while I'm streaming. Jasko, I don't know. Bale better than Freya? At T4, yes. At 10 stars, only with Scold. Okay, next is Ernest. On Themis is good. Worth pulling for. Wait, Brian, you sent a message. Oh, I see. Okay, let me go check. Dope. Wait, where did you send it? It's on Showcase? Okay, hold on. Let's go look at Showcase. Oh, no! They have the 88% artifacts again! Oh, I want one! Well, if I have the option to get one, I will. If not, then it's just gold keys, it looks like. Ayush, you are too late. I'm sorry. Bale is more reliable than Freya, only if Scold is a factor before T4. Before T4, you need Scold. After T4, you don't need Scold as much. Hi, Urban Legend and Ali. Okay, so Ernest. What is that? What I have up now? I don't need all the rest of this. Oh, man. Sumi, it's like 10 minutes. Honestly, in 10 minutes, there's over 50 people that submit. So, what can I do? I can't extend the time because I have too many. I gave a warning in the Discord, and honestly, that's the best I can do. Okay, so Ernest has a Medusa. Can you get the 88% in Orange Shards? Yes. Very, very rare. JDK, I'm never gonna... oh, I see what you mean. that would be too hard to enforce. Go off Aura with Kurt and Phoenix? It seems iffy. It seems like Kurt needs double Phoenix and Scald in order to maximize his damage. So Ernest has a T1 Medusa. Unfortunately, a terrible choice. I like Olivia, okay? I mean, I could just do this. Oops, that's too big. I could just do this. This is who is critiquing your teams. Olivia is rating your teams. Just kidding, it was me all along. Okay. Dang. So what is this guy using? Wow, Monkey King is wasted on this team. Ernest, I kind of want to know what your team is. I am nowhere close to a T4 Olivia, unfortunately. Oh, that's so... Trollcraft, I can't. There's too many people. If I let you submit, I don't even guarantee I would get to it. So he's off Aura. He's using... if he's using Scald, that's even worse. If he's using... I mean, if he's using Monkey King bad, and if he's using Scald, it's worse. So... Karen, I think you're in there. I feel like I saw you in there. Wait, maybe not. Uh-oh. I might not have your team in there. Oh, I see Anthony. I see Kim. I see Simon. Yeah, Karen, I don't see it. Where the heck am I? I gotta learn to stop scrolling when I do this because, remember, Karen, you're always welcome to ask and other people will help. So this team, honestly, is... Your first T3 is not the best. She's a good solo. She's not a good solo, I mean. But she does do good damage. This is like a 5.5. This Verthandi is level 278. It's not 228, it's 278. Halil, you need to be the one asking. Or you need to be the one here. Like, you can't say what you're doing when I'm looking at someone else's team. It doesn't help. Alright, we're going to give Ernest a 5. There is just so many things wrong with this team. We'll give it a 5.5. Verthandi does do okay. She actually does very solid damage, but I don't think she's a game winner. Themis is worth pulling for if you plan to use her. My favorite Pokemon is Sylveon. Or Alolan Vulpix. One of those two. Probably Sylveon. Okay. Wait, he has 2 Kurts? Okay, he gets a 0.5. It goes down to a 0.5. Ernest, you got a 0.5. Alright, moving on. Obi-Wan, who happens to have an Obi-Wan avatar as well. I never played the game where Typhlosion was in. I know that Cyndaquil. Oh my god, is that Gen 2? Is that like... It's not like I don't like Kurt. I'm jealous because I don't have him. Moomin, yeah, if Phoenix buffs up Kurt, you die. But that means that he's got a fire, which is that's why they need the Scold. But he doesn't always fire. If you keep trying, you probably have a good 15% chance of winning just for stopping the Kurt from firing. Taba, I don't understand the questions. Halil, the point deductions will always be relative to my personal copies of Kurt. So if I get a T4, then I will only downgrade people that have higher than a T4 and extra copies. But that's never going to happen. I'm probably not even going to get a second copy for a long time. So prepare to lose your points. Hey, Anson. Alright. What is this? Dude, this guy got a Minotaur. This guy seriously got a Minotaur in the back. And he made his first T4 a Luna? Well, T3, but... Fook, I think Lorelei is worth it if you plan to ever use her. Apathine, you need to be level 240 before the anniversary card is better than the monthly package. Team Critique will be in 2 weeks. Chase, I'm waiting for tomorrow to pull. And so I'll get 2 copies. Taba damage is very important. Showing off how good someone does is very important. Alright, this is a waste of space. Luna is a waste of space. Alright, we're going to give this guy a 5.5. No, we're going to give him a 5. He can't even do as good as Ernest because at least Verthandi is a decent damage dealing solo T3, T4. But Luna is not. So we're going to give this guy a 5. Change 8 Luna for 8 Lorelei. That's honestly kind of a sidestep at that point. At 8 stars, it's not a major thing. Brian, if you're nowhere close to Kurt, you probably should skip it. If you don't have Phoenix yet, you should probably skip it. Because Kurt's pretty useless if you don't have Phoenix and Scold. So we're gonna... Obi-Wan, you get a 5. How can you improve? You need copies. There's nothing here to work with. Dro is not a good one to take beyond 10 yet on this team. I'd say your focus here is Freya. Get Freya going and work with that. And probably Phoenix next. But stop working on this Luna, and I don't know what you can do with this. It's hard to justify breaking her down when you've spent all of this rewards. Oh, Taylor, are you Obi-Wan? I can't tie Obi-Wan to anyone. Nandu, I'll believe it when I see it. I've fought too many Lunas and they were all trash. I've never lost to a Luna. And yes, Anniversary will give you a copy of Freya for 99 gems, so you are set. You are absolutely set. So if Freya is your next T4, you're in a good spot, but this Luna is not... Even if she's a damage dealer, she's not a carry. She is the highest... Nandu, can you see this? Luna is the highest level hero on this team. Luna is the carry on this team. So, no, it's a bad choice because he made Luna the carry. That's all. Alright. VIP players do not get anything special for Anniversary, no. However, higher level players benefit more from the Anniversary card than other players do, because the higher level you are, the more gems and gold you get from it. But that's it. VIP gives nothing. Last time they did try to VIP lock the secret treasure, but that's not what... They didn't do that this time. Gaming mail, I can't take team questions in chat. Chase, yes. Mars, Shudmel, and Chesia are getting buffed. All three of the buffs are very mediocre. They're not great. Mars is still not going to be stronger than Skuld, and Shudmel will still not be better than Detlaf, and Chesia is only going to be good in PvE, not in PvP. Hi, Chris. So next is Apathine. Break Monkey King T4 to upgrade. I would keep Monkey King. He is very solid in Honor, and he will be extremely good in Honor for a very long time. Until you're fighting people with 13 T4s, he can single-handedly kill a team of T2s. T4 Freya solo, not well, but she does good damage. You would, if you're going to use Freya, you would like to have, even Valkyrie, you would like to have a tank. Some sort of tank. Saizo normal attack is really good. Alright, let's see here. Alright, this is a basic starting point. Unity team. I like it. I like it. It doesn't have the best heroes, but it's pretty good. Rune and Artifact for Valkyrie. Ragnarok and Attack. Or Deathbreak and Gospel Song. Zenova, remember that you need to buy 5 yellow skins in order to get the free red one. And so people will buy any yellow skin that is a hero that they partially use. And that's okay. Because honestly, most of the yellow skins suck. Nyan, there's like 50 people already there. Tomas, after 10, okay, up to 9, Lorelei is probably a little bit better. After 10, Dro is only slightly better. Not significantly better, just slightly better. Alright, so Apathine will give you a 6.5. So 1.5 because you have 2 copies of Kurt. Okay, so one's Verthandi is 9. Okay, that's fine, but Luna is easy to get. She's in Soul Shop and she's on the advanced wheel. Very easy to get. Gaming Mail, seriously, I'm not taking team questions in chat. Not during team critique. YSN, it's hard to get more copies of anyone specific unless you buy them or find them as event rewards. Giant Chili, the diamond key is 99% a scam. Like 99% of the time, you're gonna get a trash hero. Chris, I only take submissions while I'm live. Trollcraft, I'm not gonna read Discord stuff right now. Alright, wait. Apathine. Okay, so, yeah. If you use Luna and have Verthandi as tank, it honestly doesn't make the team... It makes the team better, but it doesn't make the team rating that much better. Because honestly, this underleveled Vivienne is kind of waste of space. Medusa is not the best 10-star to make first. So overall, I'd say it stays about a 6.5 until you get some better heroes. Alright, moving on. Ice Bear. Okay, fine. We'll change it to 90% trash then. Happy? Lorelei. Lorelei is better than Luna, but Luna's easier to get. It's not that easy to get more copies of Lorelei. Jackson, it's the more we learn, the more it's looking like the Phoenix is going to cost like $40 to $50. They removed the ability to get it for free. You agree with 99%? Fair. Alright, who is this? This is Ice Bear. Do I have more team? Yes, no, I don't. This is all I got. I don't have any more heroes. Willy, yes. You need your carry to be the highest level possible. Okay, so this is a basic Unity. Jackson, I mean, a free Lorelei and a free Freya is pretty good. I don't understand why people are hating so much on getting a Lorelei and a Freya. It's always, like everybody always says, oh, if I don't get a free Phoenix, Skuld, or Valkyrie, this event is trash. And that's just not true. Like, what do you really want? If they give those heroes away every single event, those heroes are going to be common, and now you're not even going to be excited to get them. So, I just can't agree with that mindset at all. Like, no Phoenix, this event sucks. Come on, man. Don't do this. Don't do that. Right now, nobody is even bad, to be honest. Nobody's gotten lower than a 5 yet. Latigi, the problem with having 2 copies of Kurt is that it's more copies than I have. Mike, all description is here and in the video description. You had to post on Discord when I first started. Alright, so this team is the same problem that I had with the other team, which is you have Walnir and you have Verthandi, meaning one of these two is useless. I can't see the rest of your team. I don't know what you have available, but one of these needs to replace. So this team will get a... I would give it a 7 because it's a pretty evenly leveled Unity team. Nothing major, but using these two is just not helpful for you. You either use Walnir and you dump Verthandi, or you use Verthandi and dump Walnir. One of those two. Skuld is one of the most useful at T4, but is not the most powerful because she doesn't actually do damage. But she enables damage dealers to do insane damage. So she's not that good on her own. She needs good heroes alongside her. Trollcraft, everybody, if you have gems, should buy the Lorelei. She's worth buying. Even if you know you're not going to build her for a long time, if you can afford her, you should buy her. Simple as that. Walnir or Grand? Honestly, about the same. Walnir is probably more fun for the speed reduction. Grand is... I think the more I see of Grand, the less impressed I am. He's just a wall. His damage back is okay. His healing is probably nothing great. So Walnir's speed reduction and freeze is likely more useful. Anniversary starts in like 50 hours. You can see it. As soon as the Miracle Eyes event ends, the anniversary will start. Hey, Sam. No, Grand is a wall. That's all he is. But Walnir is better for bringing out the power of the rest of the team because of his freeze. Okay, next is... Who's this? This is Stingy Man. Nyan, it hasn't even started yet. We don't know the details. How can I make a guide? And what if they patch it? I can't do anything until the game comes out. Alright, this guy gets a 0. Stingy Man gets a... Wait, that's 5, 6, 7 copies. Minus 30. Alright, so Stingy Man gets a minus 30 next. So this is the issue, is that this is what I was saying, is that the team that I gave a 10 to last time with Phoenix and Kurt no longer gets a 10, because the more that we learn about Kurt and how he plays, I don't feel like he's ideal in this team. I feel like this doesn't bring out his true power. Zenova, I'm using Discord names, so his Discord is Stingy Man. Apathine, if you are really struggling for space, you can alter them really whenever you want. I would like to have more than maybe 6 stars in a single faction before I would start foddering them. But you're gonna hurt. Aiden's not that good. You replace Kurt with Phoenix. So this team on its own would get like a 8.5, maybe a 9. So I gave Fieres a 10 with this team, or something like this team, and I would not give him a 10 now, knowing what I know now about Kurt. Soulstore reset in the anniversary? No. Unless they're patching the Soulstore or adding new heroes. Ernest, everything is stackable. The only thing that won't stack is a hero may not stack with itself if the ability specifically says does not stack. Eric Verthondi's a better tank there. Hey Vank. And hey Zeri. Take out Detlaf and have double Phoenix, Kurt, Valk, Skuld. That would be a 10. Latigi, I did not skip you. I think you're coming up soon, though. Wait, let me go look. I know I saw your name, but I think you're further down, though. I'm 99% sure I did not skip you. Yeah, there you are. You're way further down. You are way further down. How to beat Detlef? You gotta crowd control him. You gotta stop him from firing. Or you gotta have Skulled. Detlef is hard to stop. Aegina Peak's tank, I don't think it's the best. It's an idea, but the thing is she does so much damage that it's hard to give it up. Give it up as a tank. Adam, I'm not gonna speculate on that. The problem is, I don't know if Kurt's gonna help with Themis. They don't have direct synergy with each other. I think that with Themis, you don't even really need Kurt. Oh God, I lost my space again. Here we go. Latigi, I'm at 2301 right now. Or 2300. Okay, here we go. So we'll give him a 8.5. It's a good team, but I feel... wait. Yeah, 8.5. Detlef is here, and Kurt is here, and Skuld is hurting to help both of them. So you've got two heroes that need Skuld, and that is never a solid idea. Next gold key is Themis. In 2 days. It's not tomorrow, it's in 2 days. It's 44 hours from now. Halil, yes. Phoenix is better in Unity than Kurt. Okay, one sec. God dang it, stop scrolling. Rohit, no. Apparently we know the second up chest of... Ganasham, it's possible that she'll be amazing, but she probably won't be as good as Skuld, because Skuld enables the rest of the team, whereas Themis will be solid on her own. So it's the same thing with Valkyrie, is she shines so much more with Skuld helping. Will I do community polls for keys? I will try to. I will try to. No guarantees yet. Okay, Shootmel is decent. Okay, let's move on. So Stingy Man, we'll give you an 8.5 because, again, off-Ara with a team that doesn't work that well with off-Ara. I got distracted because someone was trying to post what the second up hero is. And what the heck? Why did he tell me that if he doesn't have access to that? How many keys do you need to get her, counting the ones? He didn't say what the second one was. How dare you? He tagged me and said, look at the second one, but he didn't say what it is. I don't know how many gold keys we're going to get in the event. I think it's like 30. So you need like... If he changed for a second Phoenix, it would be a 9.5 easy. AI, if you plan to use Themis, then yes. Alright, this is Vehement. 6-star Vivienne or Olivia. Vivienne will help more early on. Healing helps a lot in Expedition. Like, a lot. And Expedition early on gives you feathers that you can use to buy an early on Berthandi, which will help you quite a bit. Okay, Jort, he tagged me and said, here's the second one, and then removed it. What the heck? I got trolled. Fieras trolled me. Take it easy, Giant Chili. Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's see here. Berthandi tank, Unity. This is pretty solid. Olivia is a mixed bag. But one copy of all of these. Wow, that's a lot of Freyas. Take it easy, Trollcraft. Ganasham, it's hard to bank anything on getting a second skill off. The first skill is hard enough. Remember that Chesia relies on getting the second skill to matter, and she doesn't always get it. Themis probably will have an easier time because of her revive, but there's no guarantee. Latigi, I would only pull for Themis if you already have Skuld. Because you're looking at her as a viable heaven option, and Skuld is still the best. Rubber Soul, no, you should buy the Star Shards. Okay, level 116. Chris, I only take ones that are posted while I'm live. I've mentioned that multiple times. So this guy gets a 6, maybe? No. We'll give him a 7. Give him a 6.5. 7? He's got Lorelei and Aegina. That's pretty good. But this is a very tough point to be, because when you've got an 8-star team, the bar between going up from this is really hard, because it relies heavily on you getting the 3rd copy of these heroes, and that's very difficult. So this team will get like a 7 for where it is, but it runs a high risk of getting a lot worse, because if you can't get that 3rd copy of Lorelei, you're going to end up being stuck using somebody. Or if you can't get the 3rd Aegina, who are you going to use? You don't have options. So be very, very careful advancing from here. Taba, how do you want me to check your team? I don't have an account on T606, and I can't just go over there and look at your team. Ben, both are good. You change your own priorities. If you are looking for something specific to focus on your team, just do it. But if you're tired of waiting and you're happy with just one copy, you can do that too. Neither one is bad. It's personal preference. Convert Verthandi to Themis? I wouldn't. I would keep the Verthandi, because T4 Verthandi is still very good in honor. Ethan, this is the point where 100%, this is on your luck. He can only hope that he gets copies moving forward, because you have no control. He has no control over where he goes from here. He can only say, maybe next month he'll get really lucky and pull 3 copies of Phoenix. Maybe he'll pull Skuld, maybe he'll pull Kurt. Maybe he'll pull Aegina and take her further. I don't know. No one has control over it from here. Skylar, I think the Valkyrie is a bigger difference. Her T4 is huge. Hey, hi Anirudh. Didn't someone ask me to do that? Namaste? Asked me to say that? So he can get a lore, but still, I mean, he's struggling to replace Olivia. He's going to struggle to build up Aegina. Ganasham, this is the point where you would take... I think that advice is a person by person. If he had 8-star Skuld and a 10-star Medusa, then maybe you can decide where you go from there. But he doesn't have any Skuld. He has no Phoenix, no Kurt, no Skuld, no Shude, no Bale to work on. And so he's... I mean, it's whoever he gets first. But if you have the resources to reach 10 stars with mediocre heroes, then yes, I think building those is better than staying at 8 stars with junk heroes. Ben... Honestly, I'm assuming decent runes and equipment. I can't give that much in-depth advice unless the person is there asking for it. And most people don't ask for that. And to be honest, the best rune for people is pretty set in stone. Like, for Freya, it's speed. If you're going to Red 2 with Freya, it's speed. I don't care who you are or what you're doing. If you're not using speed, you're doing it wrong. And they know that. The tier lists will all say that. So there's not much I can rate there. I can only say use the tier list and get the best equipment out of it. Okay, moving on. BB Doggy. The problem is that there's a lot of people asking about the anniversary as well, which is something that's very critical to go over, because if you play the anniversary wrong, you waste the entire event. And that is something that people need to know. Ollie, I will hate my life if I do team critique every week. I won't have time to stream anything at all otherwise. I can't do community eyes, I can't do peaks, I can't do event and peaks and random stuff if I do team critique every week. I do not have the time to do it. Okay, either Rillia or Phoenix should be the tank here. This is a very... Wow, this team. Probably Phoenix should be the tank. Free to play needs to play bingo. You know what? I'm gonna put out a warning video about that. I'll record something about that so that people can watch it before the anniversary starts and get it. And get that info, because that's very important. AI, honestly, the peaks is a better deal for keys than even the anniversary packages. So keep that in mind. Edimar, I use one called Nox Player. Nox Player. Taekwondo, I've learned more about it, so I will do a quick video on the cake versus the bingo. Look for that probably tomorrow. I will try to teach people how it works, because now we know a little bit better. Okay, so Phoenix just hit top 5 heroes in the game, including Themis. In no particular order: Phoenix, Skuld, Valkyrie, Themis. Honestly, I might put Aegina. I might put Aegina. I feel like the potential that she has to shut things down is just amazing. She's hard to use. Bale is only at T4 though, also. Keep that in mind. Before T4, he's not that good. Even you know that, Steven. But I still haven't personally experienced it, so I just can't tell. I don't know that Bale would be doing on Den 585 what Aegina does. Eskval... Honestly, the $20 card isn't going to change your experience and anniversary one way or another. It doesn't give enough coins to matter. Recommended first T4 is Valkyrie. Alright, so you just got Phoenix. That's why Vivienne is tanking now, but... Steven, by default, you never ask for top... When you ask top 5, you ask top 5 endgame. That's the definition of top 5. Not top 5 at 6 stars, top 5 at 5 stars. Because nobody stops there. Wait, this guy has a level 1 familiar. What the heck? Why is there a... What? Why is your familiar level 1? That means you don't have access to true damage or dodge. By this point, you might have even worked on speed. What the heck? At this level, familiar damage is very important early on. And remember that leveling up your familiar gives stats. You need these stats, and you need this damage. Like, this guy can do a good 20,000-30,000 damage, and that's a significant jump when people only have a few 100,000 life. So, oh my god. Okay, this team, honestly, gets like a 5. Maybe a 4. I'll give it a 4. Enrico, nobody needs Mars. He's not that good. Do not pull outside of the up chest at all. Do not do it. Alright, we're going to give you BB Doggy a 4. Because not only is he using the wrong tank, he's using Rillia and Mega and Ripper. Which is like, wow, these guys are trash. And you don't have options, so it's going to come down to getting copies of something. Like, even this Luna is better than... If you get another copy of Luna, that's better than... Chessia is okay, but she needs energy and she needs Scold. And Pogi, I'm telling you, I don't know enough about... Go get... No! Mars is not on event. Don't spread that information. Don't spread that information, please. Please. I'm looking... Mars up chest ends in 43 hours. Event ends in 43 hours. Mars will be out of the up chest when the event starts. Please don't spread false information. You cannot pull for Mars during the up chest event. It will not be there. I can't allow that information to spread. It's just not right. Taba, I've closed team submissions. Why are you waiting an hour to submit? Thanks, Ensign. Heritosh, I gotta beat the fake news. Legitimately fake news because it's provable fake. Okay, so we give BB Doggy a 4. We'll give him the L tag for now. It's not that bad of a team, or it's not that good of a team, but it's not like egregiously bad. So for now, we'll keep it as the worst, but I've seen worse. I have space. I don't have space. Okay, this is... Who is this? This is Nate. Okay, Nate. I was going fast at the beginning, and then you guys distracted me. This is true. I'm getting blamed for spreading wrong information, and I'm trying to clamp down on that. Okay, wow. Wow, your first or second T4 was Lindbergh. Wait, what server are you on? Oh, I can't see that. Almighty Escanor, please don't. He got 7 copies of Valkyrie and Phoenix. That's really good. Miracle Eye events in 1 month. Typically anywhere from 1 to 2. Wow. One copy of Kurt. Wow. How did someone end up with this team for free? This is really good. Yuki, I have a video on general peak strategies. I've got a tier list on the Discord. It's more updated than the video. Lorelei skin will be red shards. Wow. It's not an amazing team. It's a decent team. But wow. Wow. Okay, this is a really... Yeah, this guy is VIP 0. Yeah, he needs gold, but he got 9 copies of Lindbergh for free. I don't even have 9 copies of Lindbergh. I've put money in the game and I don't have Lindbergh. How did... Holy cow. Well, familiar max level is I think he's a decently long time player, that's all. I think this is on a pretty old server. Probably in like the 400s, 500s. Maybe more like 400s. No, wait. Wait, no, 200s? It's pretty fast. Okay, so he got Unity and he got... Wow. Okay, so rating it on its own, I get the idea that he spent moonstones on Lindbergh. I get the idea that he spent moonstones on Lindbergh and that was a terrible idea. Or I could be wrong and he's just ridiculously lucky. Wow. So, I mean, if anybody wants to know, can you have a good team without spending money? Here is your proof you can. This is a very competitive team for spending no money at all. This is amazing. Well, Steven, but he's 2 copies away from Phoenix and Valkyrie. I'd rather have those. I would rather take it slower and get one of them to T4 first. Preferably Phoenix, since he already made Freya. I would rather work towards Phoenix. I mean, so you think Lindbergh is okay, I don't agree. Lindbergh is definitely too squishy to be up here. Alright, so 7.5 for solid unity. We'll give him an 8 for being free to play because this is a solid team for where he is. But your advice is that Lindbergh is very weak at T4. So this is hard to get. Remember that this was only added more recently. He may have final killed tons of guild bosses, but only hasn't been able to do it again since he Sam, you're on GT20? Guild donations is also hard. If you are in a guild that maxed out their guild mine, but before this achievement was added, you can't do this anymore unless you leave and come back and do it in a new guild. That's just normal. I don't have this either. Steven, you are the one that was trying to say that Lindbergh is great, and the thing is, he's just not. He's just not amazing at all. He's too squishy. And he's in front. Well, I guess front is where he should be. But Darkin, I think you're too late. Honestly, if you're not in the first like 10 minutes of the stream, it's too late. Alright, we'll give him an 8 for being free to play. That's... wow. Wow, that's a crazy team for free to play. Well, I recall you were having a discussion where people were telling you he just doesn't shine, and you were denying that. The wheel token achievement, it might be that you have to get the hero shards, the flag, not the flag, the artifact and the armor in 110 pull. I'm not sure. I don't know anybody that's ever gotten it. It might be almost impossible, like the rarest achievement in the game. That and Chief's Gift now. Nobody has ever mentioned anything about it, and I would like to know exactly what it is myself. Alright, wow! Oh, you were saying he was a killing hero, I think. Ben, I support the protests. I'm 50% behind the looting. Honestly, Zenova, I've never seen anyone get it, period. Xerxes, probably not. Okay, this guy is... Hey, Liquid. So... Carlos, that's a terrible idea. He can't even convert. He already made the Detlef 9 stars. Chief's Gift is the 150 key pulls without a 5-star. Alright, so this guy would have gotten a 7.5 for Unity, minus a point for 2 bad heroes, minus a point for Ripper and Medusa past T5. So we'll give him a 5.5. Now, this guy actually won the worst team before. So this is, I feel like this is an improvement for him. Because I don't remember what he had before, but it was one of the worst teams. It was one of the worst teams on the stream at the time. So it's now back to a decidedly mediocre team. Big Boss, the problem is you've already saved your team as 1.7 million. You drop it down to 10 stars, you are only going to be fighting people with T1s and T2s, and you won't be able to compete with them anymore because you removed your T2s. So it's a kind of you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't position. It's already too late. Phoenix Shards Anniversary only for money. Steven, I play it for like 20 minutes and then I stop. Because, well, I can do it if I wait like 12 hours to have stamina to do it. Because right now I have like enough stamina to take 2 or 3 nodes and that's it. It would be a good 20-30 minute stream and then I'm done, which is the problem with this game, with that game. Alright, so Paratosh, you're next. My god. Finally, you're the one that keeps bugging me to go faster for your team. Hi, Strike God. Hi, Shreyas. Aegina has been in Keys and Eyes, yes. Should you make Verthandi or Skuld? Well, Skuld is clearly better. But you only have 4 copies. I mean, if your choice is between Verthandi and Skuld, 100% is Skuld. But you don't have enough copies to make $70 package. You can get her for less than that. You could buy the $100 Themis package and then get the Skuld as well. Take it easy, bruh. Ahmed, I play on GT1. Kurt has been on Keys and Eyes, yes, but Themis will not be. Best rune for Aegina is either attack or defense break. Probably attack. And for Phoenix is speed after 10 stars. Why don't you want Skuld? Skuld is amazing. Good night, Raynell. Hi, me. You don't want Themis? I can't even understand the logic on not wanting Themis at all. I don't get it. You get so much more in buying Themis. Wow. What does that even mean? I have a feeling somebody said something very insulting, so I'm going to translate that and then I'm going to ban them. No, it didn't work. Ah, that didn't work. Hold on. Maybe I gotta do it in here. Oh, he already left. I think he already left. He's not in the chat anymore. No, he didn't. Oh, man, are you kidding me? How is he not showing up as in the chat at all? How is he not showing up as in the chat? Oops. At all? Oh. Okay, well, Speedy did it for me. Lunatic, because I had to cancel the team critique on Monday, I had to change team critique to today. Now I'm lost. I've got too many windows open. What am I looking at anymore? Okay, so Paratosh, it doesn't even make sense that you would do that because the stuff that you get from the package is better than, generally better than what you get from the $70 package. Anyway, Gara, yes, the coins drop from idling. I think that the Themis package is worth it because you'll get the Skuld that way anyway. And you'll get a very good Heaven hero. You may not build her now, but there will come a time when you're going to want her because she's very strong. Well, if you want to do it that way, I mean, if you think that you want to spend money to do that, Skuld is worth it. However, it kind of depends on your moonstones, which I don't know how many you have. Alright, Nandu, that is ban-worthy, right there. You hear me? That is ban-worthy. Get your wee butt out of here. 55 moonstones? Okay. In that case, if you're looking at spending money on the game, Skuld is hands down right now the best place to spend your money. However, depending on how much you want to spend, do remember that the Tears of the Goddess is like $250. So, and if you do that, you don't get the Skuld. So the Tears of the Goddess is another thing that's worth considering. And I'm not saying that it's a better way to spend money, but it's just something to think about. Lunatic, this is team critique for Taptap. People upload their teams and I review them. Final Fantasy will be tomorrow. Definitely I will be doing Final Fantasy tomorrow. Best way to get moonstones? By finishing weekly events. Okay, well then if you're gonna buy 2 copies of Skuld, I think it's a good idea to buy the Themis and then buy the Skuld, and then you'll get another Themis in the shop. Not Themis, Skuld. So you'll get 2 Skulds for $170. 2 Themises and a Skuld and a bunch of other resources, probably Phoenix Stones and a bunch of other stuff. I don't have time to do variety streaming anymore. Like, after I do 3 hours of team critique, I don't feel like streaming anything. I can stream... Oh, you know what? I can do a Discord stream that's just very quick for you guys to look at, but I don't want to do like a big YouTube stream or anything, if that's better. Should you stop working on Verthandi? Yes. Yes. Stop Verthandi, work on Skuld. She's way better. Just overall better. She's so good. So there's your answer. So as far as your team goes, Adam, you should probably take Skuld. Honestly, if you're not done with your Heaven yet, I think that Themis is lower priority if you have more copies of Skuld ready. Like, if you have 4 to 6 copies of, anywhere from 3 to 7 copies of Skuld already, pulling for Themis is not useful. Because you're not done with Skuld, and you have enough copies that you're working on her. So that'll be probably my answer, is if you have between 3 to 7 copies, take Skuld. If not, then you can probably take Themis. Good night, Danny. Iwo, I don't think so. She may be on par with Valkyrie, but it's going to be very hard to replace the other two. Alright, so as a team, this team 7.5. Yeah, we'll give it a 7.5. He's got a good 10-star. He's got a good Freya. It's a solid Unity. It's not better. It's not bad. Lunatic, unfortunately, I have closed Team Critique for submissions. There's already way more people in line than I can handle. And anyway, about that other guy, it's not that his insult was that bad. It's that why do people join my stream just to insult me and then be annoying? That's like a waste of everybody's time. Morning, John and Lucy. Alright, so this is DRA Danny. I can't roll my R's. Part of the reason I didn't like learning Spanish. Luna's not working good, so break Unity. It depends on what you break Unity for, because if you're not doing it for a top tier hero, it's not worth it. This frame, this is the frame from last year's anniversary. Hi, Sergey. Skuld and Verth. If you get Skuld up to T1, then yes, replace Luna. But for now, until you've got someone that's 10 stars or higher, there's no point in replacing Luna. Okay, so this team is... This is a solid 7.5 easy. Good Unity. Valkyrie is T4. Darkin, did I pass you? I beat Eligor and like 2 more chapters. Did I pass you? Are you serious? Ah, no, it went off screen. Okay, there we go. Actually, to be very honest, I don't like this frame. I feel like this frame is way too shiny and flashy for an anniversary frame because it makes it look like something you did something super special and you didn't. It was a free frame. So this is a frame that looks better than the frames that you get for being top 1 in arena, when top 1 in arena means so much more. So I feel like this one is too fancy, too shiny, and like it shouldn't have been. It should have been more fun, more pretty, just not this flashy. Chino, it's not a super popular game, but it's got a following. And it's fun to play. Esquval, yes. If you convert the 5 skin shards into the Martin skin, it will count towards the 5 skins for the free red one. Hey, Jeremy. Oh, is it? Maybe it's a lot of people making alts though for peaks. Alright, let me see here. Can someone check my Discord invite link in the description? Wait, how do I check that? Can I check that? Oh shoot. I don't even know how to check that. It shouldn't be dead. It should still work. Wait, I can check it here, maybe. No, it still works. I just tested it on an incognito tab. Then it works. Server settings. No, it's still here. It has had 3,000 uses. Okay. Oh, Speedy, I know how to make a new link. Okay, what the heck. I don't get it. It's working for other people, but... it's working for Ayush. It's working for Speedy. It's working for me on... Okay, well, I can give you a new one. But the other one does work for other people. Okay, hold on. Let me get you a... I mean, I know it... Now I know that it works for pretty much everyone else, but here is just a new one that someone else used. Okay, well, we know that it... But, you know, if you can't get it working, then here, use this one. Okay, next is Sereno. Yeah, Darken, I haven't played since the last stream. Lunatic, all gift codes are only valid once. Okay, Guy, this is you. Why is Vivienne your tank? What? Why is Vivienne the tank? Was I just looking at this same team? Gah! Okay, where do we go with this? Anime dubs, blood metal is better. Okay, well, his Verthandi's only level 120, so that's not ready yet. Guy, this Phoenix is a better tank. Phoenix is a better tank than Vivienne. Vivienne is not a tank. This is a terrible, terrible setup for that. Because Phoenix revives, so you put a dodge rune, you put a bone grip or a scorching sun or something on Phoenix and throw him in front. Before 10 stars, he needs that dodge rune. After that, speed is okay, but he can still tank. What the? Pogi. Thanks for the resub. So if I had to rate this team specifically, I would give this a 5. It's very average. Nothing special. It's got good heroes on it, so it's higher than a trash team. It just needs some help. I would give it a 5. Like, it can't go higher than 5 because it's got Vivienne as tank. Better tank, Phoenix or Verthandi? Verthandi is a better tank. However, by using Verthandi, you're taking away the heaven unit, a better heaven unit, because Verthandi is not a strong T4 heaven unit. Thanks, Chris. She's no good outside of tanking. So you would rather have Phoenix be the tank and replace Verthandi with a damage dealing heaven like Mars or Lindbergh or ideally Skuld, and that's why Verthandi becomes bad. But if you know that you have no access and no chance to get Mars, Lindbergh, or Skuld, then you use Verthandi. And that's what you do, and that's what it is. She's just kind of a best of the worst case scenarios type of hero. I don't know what a charity stream is, to be honest. I I don't have the time to do like an 8-hour, 24-hour stream anymore. I just don't have that time. It would have to be like a weekend thing, and I just don't know that I have it in me. Unfortunately, even with the quarantine, it's not like I have ridiculous amounts of free time because my job didn't change at all. So I'm still doing this alongside regular work hours, and I just can't do it. All right, next is Chincha. What is my campaigns? And Lunatic, I do these streams every 2 weeks or so. Oh my goodness. What am I looking at here? What am I looking at here? Javier, having 2 phoenixes means A, when you burn people, everybody now does 60% damage to every single burned hero. B, they both are fast and they give energy to everyone else. So you have 2 people giving energy, and then they both revive. So you were full undead before. Oh, I remember you didn't have the and thanks, Tyler. People can't donate to go higher in the queue. That's cheating. That's cheating. Okay, so now I remember she did. Thanks, Marcus. And hello, Brazil. I'm gonna take a quick look and see how far down he is. I think he's coming up. Uh-oh. Actually, I don't think you are. I don't think you are. Where the heck did he go? Alright, so this is a good team in the sense that it's working towards a solid team. It's bad for right now, but... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you went from nothing to already having 3 copies of Valkyrie? Wow. Alright, so the only downside of this is that beside weekly mission... Oh. I'll show you after I do this person. But I'm at like map 43. Double Phoenix reduces the armor. Does the skill say that it cannot stack? Because unless it says that, then it does. And it looks like it does stack. So yes, it reduces everybody's damage by 20, or defense by 20. 20 more? I don't know. I can try. How many have I done so far? Can someone count? I'll try to go very fast then. But 30 more? 30 more is pushing it. You're stacked because you don't have flags. That's about what it is. 20? Okay, I'll try to do 20 more. Hyper carry Valk, true damage, or damage reduce? I would do true damage. So I've been told that damage reduce is better, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. She is 4 copies away from Aegina. So it's gonna be hard to get T4 Aegina next. Alright, so you've got progress, but just so you know, at this point, all of these heroes, these 4 heroes are are a waste of space. But you will... Who would you 10-star first of this? Honestly, it doesn't matter. The first 10-star doesn't matter because when you compare to T4s, the 10-star is trash. So it only matters who you plan to T4 next. And of these, it probably should be Valkyrie. Valkyrie is the strongest one of them. Mildred, hopefully someone else can answer that. The best Aura with 3 undead? I mean, the only other faction that has a chance is Horde. And that's with multiple Phoenixes. Hi, Brian. And hi, Jordan. The problem is here that her tank, I guess Verthandi, but unless you can rush Verthandi to T4, it's really tough. Like, it's really hard. I mean, I don't think Verthandi is the best T4 to make in this situation just because you don't have enough damage. When you consider that you're going to be going against other teams with 3 T4s and you have Verthandi and Shude and Detlaf, I don't feel that Verthandi will offer enough to be able to take out other 3-star teams. You might. It might work. I think Valkyrie first. Verthandi to 10 and then Valkyrie to T4. Those two should be separate. I think that would be the best trade-off. But if you don't have copies of Valkyrie, then it should be Verthandi. No, Verthandi 10-star isn't going to tank against T4s. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wait, needs 1 copy of what? Oh, Verthandi? Don't buy Verthandi with Moonstones. Verthandi is easy. You can get her with feathers. Easy, easy. Don't worry about that. I would say your 2 focus then is Verthandi and Valkyrie. Preferably Valkyrie, but if you can't do it, make Verthandi. Because Freya honestly doesn't help you at this time. Okay. I've seen that Shude Mel is a valid tank in Desperation because her healing is really crazy at max level. So for now, she will survive as your tank. It's not the best situation, but it's not the worst either. You could do worse. So, but you probably will want to take her higher level if possible. So there's your priority is Valkyrie and then probably Verthandi. And then probably Freya. Good luck. You've got a lot of work ahead of you. So as a team, I would rate this... Oh, God. Seven, I guess. 6. It works. This is the kind of thing that I hate to admit it, but it works. The Detlef just is a good carry. At versus 1 to 2 T4s, Detlef will do great. So I'll give it 6. I hate to admit it, but it works. Guy, the problem is that Vivienne is really squishy. And she's very slow. Very, very slow. And her healing on her skill is really good. So now you're getting her killed. You're losing the skill on her healing. Or you're losing the skill healing. You're losing the... Alright, I muted that lion guy. Next is Saber Slayer. Wait, okay, because Mr. Pay to... Uh-oh, that didn't work. I don't like this. I don't like that it sets a trend that I'm not happy with. Smile and Rowan, it's closed. So Tyler, you're up. I'm not sure about this, I think. I'm not sure about if I like people doing this. Wait, oh, I did the wrong thing. Wait a minute, where did all your pictures go? Oh, there's one more, that's why. Saber, you're next. Okay. Tyler, I see 5 copies of Kurt, so minus 20 points. Minus 20 points. Is that okay? Can we move on? What else does he have? Lorelei, low scold, no scold copies, VIP 7, okay. Rowan, I don't think so. It makes her very good for PvE, Den and stuff, but it doesn't make her better than the other Hell heroes. Gareth, I would work on Scold. Mars is just very unimpressive. Vin, buy the Star Shards. Aegina next 10 star? Okay. The problem here is this Valkyrie. Guy, buying the growth fund is always a good idea, no matter when. You will get the gems eventually. Like, it stays with you until you hit level 180. I don't like this Valkyrie. In this setup, I might consider buying, or I might consider using the Skuld instead, just because if you're going to use someone low star, might as well have it be a support. She's not going to do anything amazing for you, but she's going to do better than this Valkyrie, who is basically useless. Although Valkyrie does have a healing passive, but it's very mediocre. So let's say you replace Valkyrie with Skuld, then it becomes a not bad team, but it's very hard to make an aura moving forward. So you are going to struggle making an aura. Guy, the growth fund is the single best purchase in the game. However, gems don't make a major difference in what you do in anniversary, so I would say it's not really worth it because it's not going to help you get any heroes out of the shop. Gems do not help you get a hero in the anniversary. Okay, so I really don't know about Kurt in the front or back. I really just don't know which is better here, because I've never used it. So I couldn't tell you. I feel like, as people have said, in the front is better to keep the rest of the team alive. He has a lot of sustain. He does not have a lot of sustain. What are you talking about? His only healer is in the front. He has almost no sustain, and Phoenix is only 10 stars. Should you get growth fund to buy Lorelei? I think it's worth it. I think Lorelei is worth buying. If you cannot get Lorelei and without sacrificing all your gems for peaks and stuff, then probably is worth it to do it for Lorelei. But I don't know that she's worth that much money, so it's your call. Hey, Leo. I'm still upset about that peaks run, by the way. Alright, so this team, if I had to rate it, it's not a Unity, and it's using an 8-star Valkyrie, so in its current stance, I give it maybe a 6.5. If you were to replace the Valkyrie with a 10-star Skuld, I could take it up to 7. Other Leo team submissions are closed. So we'll give it a 6.5. But if you put in the Skuld, you'll be great. Then you'll have the sustain that probably makes it worth it to put Kurt in the back. Taba, you're not doing that for the Shoot. You're doing it for the 100 event coins, that if you don't buy those, you will struggle to finish bingo. And you know what? Don't do it until the end. If you need the coins for bingo, do it. Otherwise, you can probably skip it, because I think that most people are not going to be able to finish bingo even for free, and therefore will just not have enough coins to do anything with. Giant Lizard is a artifact that adds crit rate. Luna is okay with it, but is better with energy because Luna is not a major damage dealer. Alright, next is Saber Slayer. I am ready for anniversary. Trash. Wait, Saber, you wanted advice on how to get worse? Esquivel, yes. Everything is a full 2 weeks. So you can save everything until the last day and then spend it all. Totally is okay. We honestly want to know what the best way is to spend. So people are still putting together information on efficiency of the separate events, and so saving it is a better way to wait and find out. Alright, so this guy is trying to make a terrible team. I mean, if you want to make it that much worse, you can just throw in the undeads. Cursed One, Dizzy-Awana, and Ripper are worse than Mulan, Saw, and Samurai. I feel like this is a guy that wanted the worst team critique. I think he wanted it because he doesn't have anything. I feel like this guy went out of his way to forcibly fodder any good heroes. Which is not fair, and this is taking away the title. But if anybody were to take it, it would be this team. He foddered Phoenix? Okay, then you know what? I can't... I'm going to give him a low rating, but I'm not going to give him the title. Because this is a team built solely to take the title, and I'm not going to give it to you. So we'll give you a 1. But I will not give you the title. The title stays on BB Doggy because this is very clearly a troll team. So, good try, Saber. You've been caught. Next, Brandon. Cannon, I can't guarantee. I don't know how long I can stay up, so... .5. I will just give him a 1. But you know what? We're going to give him a T type. A T. Oh, the T doesn't even show up. Okay, so next is Brandon. Is that 0310? No, 3010. Okay, Brandon. Hey, thanks, Tyler. Latigi, I hope to get to yours, but we will see. Do you get copies back when you convert? No. When you convert, you get nothing back. Taba, nope. Everything I do on stream is all me. I don't have anybody helping me. Alright, let me see here. This is a solid Unity team. It's not as amazing as the other ones, as the other free-to-play guy, but it's pretty good. Enzo, I haven't heard that it's going to reset. Actually, now I'm curious. Hold on. Oops. Dang it. That's not what I want. Now I'm curious. Sorry. So this is a team that would get a 7.5, I think. I also can't spell. If they did not post that the Soul Shop is getting an update, then it will not get a patch. And I don't think they did, but I don't think they did. I don't think there is any update for the Soul Shop. To break red skins? Is that possible? I'm gonna check, actually. If you can, then you would just get 15 skins back. Alright, hold on. If I break down a red skin... What? Oh no. You get 15 red skin shards back. I just tried it. Aegina will be added in the Moon Shop. So will Kurt. Smile, you'll just have to break down another skin. Okay. Boomin still is playing, but he plays like every other day. Alright, so this is a team that would get a 7. It gets a 7 because it's got Valkyrie. Or not Valkyrie, it's got Medusa, who is a relatively not amazing. It's okay. Honestly, it's a waste to break down skins in the first place. There's no point to break them down. You're going to have too many yellow skin shards to do anything with anyway. So there's actually nothing you can do with this team. This team is fine to take to 10, but don't take Medusa past 10 and don't take Luna past 10. The other 4 is like, do it as you get copies. Oh, big boss. You gotta stop listening to people that tell you stuff like that. That is very clearly a lie. Please don't take that seriously. Okay, then yeah, that's where you're at. You're waiting for copies. But it's not a bad team for where you are right now. Oh, Latigi is actually next. Alright, so this is Blue Goku. Hey, Tiago. Alright, let's see here. Oh my god, you have Mars skin. You better to go 10 Freya or Medusa first? Freya. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so your first T4s were Valkyrie and Freya. Good choices. This Aegina is a waste of a spot, but you know what? That's okay. For now, probably you could throw in Medusa instead, because at least the Medusa will be better than this. Not a major difference, but might as well. Good night, Speedy. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Saif. Is Mars worth taking past 10? Honestly, no. Honestly, Mars is not a major factor past 10. His damage is not high. His control doesn't work versus anything T3 or higher. He will just reliably do less than half of what Valkyrie does. No problem, Brian. I could be better at it, but it's very difficult for me because I get distracted very easily. Oh yeah. You could just throw in Dro for the aura for now. Okay. Mridul. No, don't do that, because you're spending 10 Phoenix Stones to do that. If you make Aegina 10 and then break down Walnir and use the 9-star fodders to take Aegina past 10, that's more efficient. So do it that way instead. So just break down Walnir and use the 9-star fodders elsewhere. You can use one of them to take Aegina to 10 even. It will mean that you will lose a bit of purple and stuff, but because Phoenix Stones are so... Because Phoenix Stones are so precious, it's not worth it to waste them. Rowan, team critiques are every 2 weeks. I usually announce during a stream when the next critique will be. I probably should be more proactive on on posting it where it is. Aegina, generally attack and like I like energy on her, but skill Star Shards is not nearly as good as Tears of the Goddess. Saif, Phoenix is about $50. You can get 2 copies of Themis for $100, or you can get 1 Themis and a Skuld for $100. That's about it. And Tears of the Goddess is up from $250 to $300. Liquid, honestly, I am nothing but disappointed by Mars. Nothing but disappointed. He's just not that useful. His damage is too low. Anybody that's got him at T4 has been disappointed by his utility. Compared to what he used to be, which was a high damage and control unit, he just doesn't do it anymore. Alright, so this team as it stands is probably a 7. Ganasham, we will see. I think Mars needs a lot more work to get better. He just isn't that good. Past 10 stars. He's really good at 10 stars, but past 10, just nothing but disappointment. So I'll give it a 7. So if you're working on Aegina, again, break down Walnir and use that to work on Aegina. Better to lose the gold and purple than to lose the Phoenix Stones. Alright. Latigi, you're up. I already knew when we saw the updates for Mars that it wasn't going to be that big. We already knew that. Is Verthandi a strong tank in peak? On her own, not so much. If you've got a cleric team backing her up, yes, she's pretty good. Harsh, I only review ones that submit while I'm live. If I took submissions from private message or any post in the channel, honestly, nobody would ever get submitted. There would be 10,000 people waiting, and I can only do 30, 40 at a time. I just can't do that. It's not feasible to me. Like, look at when you submitted and look at how many people posted after you. And I couldn't even do all of those. Alright, so, wow. Okay. So you have 2 squishy heroes and no Skuld. And one of them is really squishy because Kurt is only 144. Well, it's better than Walnir, but it's not. Ridul, yes. Dumping shoot is perfectly fine. She's not worth taking past 10 anymore. Alright, so you're just broke. Fair. Ripper a good T4? Nope. Trash pile, for sure. Okay, so as it stands with this team, is like a 5.5, 6. Someone suggested Chimera suggests using Tiger King instead of Saizo to get the aura, which honestly is fine because this Saizo is next to useless anyway. So you might as well do it. This Saizo, I feel like, is very much a non-factor in damage compared to Valkyrie and, of course, Freya. Remember that a T4 absolutely destroys 10 stars. So 9 stars, even worse. 10 stars already destroy 9 stars. And T4s destroy 10, so yeah. He's not super useless, but putting in Tiger King makes Freya more strong, and that's more important. Freya or Verthandi 10 first, take Freya. Lunatic, Ripper is very slow, very squishy, and his damage is really not that amazing compared to, say, Detlef or Aegina. So this team, in its current form, is maybe a 6, maybe a 5.5. We'll give it a 6. It's not so bad. What the heck? How do I pronounce that? Ulchezar? Ivanov? Ulchezar? I can't read that. But, Ulchezar. I'm not taking team critique questions in chat, sorry. During team critique streams, I can only do the ones that are posted in the channel. Alright. Moving on is Hedgmedig. Alright, let's try to go faster. Come on, guys, stop distracting me. Huh. Okay. So taking Werewolf past 6 was kind of a bad idea. Good night, Latigi. Thanks for stopping in. Werewolf is pretty bad. But using this team, I would think that Rillia should be the tank. Phoenix is not that great a tank at 5 stars. So use Rillia as the tank, and the rest of it doesn't matter too much. Just put Werewolf in the back somewhere. Man, you need a Conrad to make Olivia 6 stars. I'd probably consider working on Medusa. She would be a nice addition to the team. Maybe not at the 5-star level because your heroes are okay right now. But at 6 stars, you can use Medusa to replace one of your 5 stars. Maybe Olivia or Vivienne, depending on who you get first. Maybe even Phoenix, because again, Phoenix is really nothing special at 5 stars. Try not to take Rillia beyond 6 stars, if possible. You've got Walnir, who is a better tank, but you only have 1 copy, so I guess we'll have to see. So this team is not... Oops. This is not terrible, but... it's nothing special. I can give it a 5. It's not horrible. For what he's got, it's actually fairly average. But I would suggest stop taking Werewolf higher. Vandet, he'd made a troll team. He foddered Phoenix just to take trash heroes up beyond 6 stars, just to submit a trash team. So his 1 does not count him as a legitimate ranking for the team critique. Alright, next is Vow. Scarlet above 7? No. I really just don't think Luna does good here. I know you posted this team before, and I don't remember what it was, but Luna's just not a good tank. And Mars is trash, below 10 stars. He's just a mediocre damage dealer. Nothing special, honestly. It was Mulan instead of Valkyrie. Let me refresh my memory on the loser team. I hate to say it, but the Valkyrie didn't make it better. It's a very much sidestep. Guild ranking is... Guild packs aren't going to help it. All you need to have is more active people than them. That's the competitive part. Like, as long as more people are logging in is what gives the guild experience, and that's what determines the ranking. Mars and or Verthandi are soon to be 10. What did I give you last time? Because quite honestly, I'd give this like a 5 right now. Quite honestly, this is a 5 team to me. Luna is not a strong carry. And Ultima actually is a very good tank at this level. She becomes a good tank past 10 stars. Vivienne, good 8 star? No. But is okay in a pinch. I don't remember what I gave you last time, but right now I'd give it a 5. It's decidedly average. It's not going to do amazing versus other T4 teams, but it's not trash. Ultima is not a great T4, no. She'll survive, but she doesn't do a lot of damage. And honestly, there's better choices. She's a full support at that point and is just not... doesn't offer enough, I think. You can... she buffs, but... I mean, remember what you're buffing. Your Ultima's skill buffs the backline, right? Or is it different at 10 stars? Lorelei is fine. Let me see. Do I still have my Ultima? I don't have a 10-star Ultima anymore. One sec. Gonna check out Ultima skills. Alright, Ultima. Nope, her skill is still only the backline. So you're using the skill to buff... You're using Ultima's skill to buff up the backline, which is... Your backline is trash. What good is using Ultima to buff these people? Even Verthandi and Mars are not going to be amazing for that. Again, against 10 stars. Or against T4s. So as it stands, this team gets a 5. You're basically just stuck waiting on copies. I guess Ultima is fodder, yeah. Henrik, Tesla is a very mediocre 10-star. At 10, Ultima is better than Tesla is better than Ultima. At T4, Ultima is better, but honestly, they're not great ones to choose to go beyond 10. But at 10, you can 10 almost anybody, and it's not an irreversible mistake. Remember that you already started making a Valkyrie, so any resources that you put into Ultima right now is resources that are being taken away from Valkyrie. So I don't know what direction you're going with right now. Moonstone to buy artifacts? Pretty much never. There's no... The only artifacts that you need are star shards. And those should be the first 2 things you buy out of the Moonstone shop. After that, you should really use it to finish up heroes. Is Martin good? I don't know. I don't know what the changes are. Alright, next is Senpat. Ripper is just bad, period. You should never use Ripper anymore. Focus on T4 Verthandi or take the rest of the team T1, T2. Really? Verthandi's the only one you've got copies of? Simon, I have no idea. Rohit, we will see. Maybe they'll fix it, maybe they won't. Wait, you have 1 Dro, 2 Verthandi, 2 Freya. Alright. Senpat, the best choices you have. Val, I'm talking about fodder. The 9-star fodder. Every person you take above 9, you use as a 9-star fodder for Ultima, means that that's fodder that you can't use for Valkyrie to go above 10. And so that's already very limiting. Alright, so you are already off Aura. You're already not using Aura. Therefore, your first T4 on this choice should be Freya. So work on Freya alongside using Moonstones for Valkyrie, assuming you already have Star Shards. Justin, if you already have a tank, take Scold. So this is off Aura, no T4s, mediocre choices. Oh, you have an Aura. Ryan, I would say 2. Rohit, they're honestly about the same. Apparently Dro just slightly outperforms, but not that great. Abyss Lord is trash. Taking Abyss Lord above even 6 stars is a terrible idea. Okay, so you have Aura. Well, the problem is, because you have Monkey King, there's no point in focusing on Verthandi. So the best one to focus on after that would be Phoenix. Or to go off Aura and make Freya and toss Skuld. Or Shude. Make T1 first. No, you need to focus on T4s, not T1s. You would rather have 1 T4 than 3 T2s. So you have to pick one person and focus on them as high as possible. And in this case, it's probably going to be either Freya or Phoenix. You're closer to Freya because you don't have copies of Phoenix that I saw. Yeah, you have a lot of fodder. So that would be my goal. As a team, it's a unity, so it gets a 7.5. It's not terrible, it's not great, it's decidedly a strong unity. Alright, moving on. Patton. $29 now? Oh my god, okay. In 40 minutes I did 9. Okay, faster. You can T3 Valk after Fuse, change Hester to Shoot, working towards changing Luna to Lorelei. You've already got Star Shards. Should you pull Heaven and Hell or work on Phoenix Valkyrie? The answer is still to pull Heaven and Hell. You don't have Skuld, pull Heaven and Hell. End of discussion. However, due to how many copies you have, use your converts on Valkyrie because you are closer. You've got 2 copies of Valkyrie above 10 and 0 Phoenixes, so work on Valkyrie. And Hey Song. So this gets a... Yep. 7.5. Solid unity. So after Valkyrie, work on Phoenix. But definitely you're gonna need to get Skuld somewhere. That's the only reason why people pull Heaven and Hell, because of Skuld. Alright, moving on. Moomin. Hey Onim. All right. Wow. You went straight on in, huh? Hey. Any team got 10? No, and it looks like the bar for 10 got raised. Okay. Who is your 6th? Oh, it is Shoed. I see. He posted and it's Shoed. So the funny thing about this team is that you actually might consider staggering your Freyas and only putting energy on the T4 and not putting energy on the T3. Because if you get... I mean, it's a potential, but putting energy on both is probably more reliable because Freya is very unreliable in the first place. So, okay. So you need energy, energy, energy. Who needs elves when you have double Freyas? Songren, I would use attack, damage reduction, and crowd control. Resist. He foddered all his elves. No one cares. Okay, let me think. So you would go energy, energy, energy. Is Phoenix faster than Freya? I think he is. I don't remember. Let me check. Yes. No, I mean, at even level, is Phoenix always faster than Freya? Okay, my Phoenix is 1561. And my Freya is slightly faster, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, no. Phoenix is faster. Phoenix is faster. Okay. So you only have 2 energy artifacts? You might want a third one. And this person, a Phoenix, would fit best here. Themis. If you use Themis, you probably would want to remove a Phoenix, a Freya. I don't think Themis is the best fit for this team. A Phoenix would be the best replacement for Shude. And then Themis would replace Freya. What we need to know is, we don't know if Themis replaces Valkyrie yet. Because potentially her damage beats is tied with Valkyrie, and she comes with a revive. So Themis should be very, very high tier. Only go for Themis if you already have Skuld. I mean, basically for a 10, you're gonna go double Phoenix something. And almost anybody that's got double Phoenix, Skuld, Valkyrie is a 10. Alright, so this team is gonna get a... Give it an 8? We'll give it an 8. Could have been an 8.5 if you had a higher hero in the second spot. Ikvon, the problem is you can't have too many heroes in the Valkyrie situation, which is slow, high area effect damage, very susceptible to crowd control. You can't have more than a couple of heroes like that, because usually those heroes require Skuld to remove their crowd control to allow them to fire. So it's just not viable. And remember, Skuld only has 77% chance to heal their crowd control even if they get it. 3 Freyas? 3 Freyas might be fun, but I don't think I'd still rate higher than an 8. Because that's just too much RNG. Is Lorelei at that Valk spot? No. Lorelei doesn't do as much damage as Valk. Smile, it's free. Don't we have to see who the up chests are? I don't even know who the second up chest is. I don't want anybody to be pulling for Bloodtooth. So it's gonna... Community keys completely depends on who the up chest hero is. Okay, next is Jews. I'm gonna stop at 40. I just can't. I'm not... There's too many... I'm just very bad at going off to the... Doing better. At doing faster. I'm sorry, guys. What the... Why is Valkyrie your... Smile, it's free. Would you like to pull on the first day and then find out that they added a good hero at the up chest? What if? Are you willing to take that bet? Because let's say you pull day 1 on Grand Summon, you're like, up chest sucks. And then they put in Phoenix. Even if it's a 1% chance, what harm is it to wait? It doesn't hurt you at all to wait. Alright, let's see here. Highest HP is apparently Valkyrie. Okay, Valkyrie tank, and your John event is in 2 days. A day and a half, actually. So Valkyrie is the tank over Phoenix, which is a way better tank. And Luna is your T2, which is a terrible choice. So this team drops from a 7.5 down to 5. I'll give this a 5. David, yes, they will reset the day before. Tavern and Fuse resets in like 14 hours or so. For everybody. Everybody has the same Tavern and Fuse. So it'll reset the day before, and it will reset again on the final day of the anniversary. For everybody. Wow. Have I seen players with the highest VIP? There's one on my Discord. Two copies of Freya. I would say definitely aim for making Freya your T4. Make Phoenix your tank. And run with that. And your team will instantly go up a point. But this Luna is a problem. You got to figure out what you're doing with Luna, especially because you're already using Dro. Vandet, you only need to stock up enough to finish the tavern on day 1, and you don't even need to do that, to be honest. It's easy in 14 days to get 30 or 24 stars, 15 5 stars, 5 6 stars, and 1 7 star, and that's all you need. You don't need to stock up to 90 quests. Just stock up just enough to finish it. And even then, if you don't have a particular need to finish it on the day 1, there's no point. 11 p.m. Hey, Simplistic Gaming, you're in my time zone. It's 11 p.m. here too. And sorry, Ryan. Good night. Thanks for stopping in. All right, next. SM. You can't finish 2 rounds of Tavern. Tavern's only 1 round. All right. This is basically the team we saw earlier. This is a very, very good... It is still the 2nd of May here too. 11 p.m. So it is the 2nd of May for another hour. Alright, so... There is no point in saving enough to finish 2 tavern events. Only save the 6 and 7 stars. Marquito, isn't that what we want? People are learning. Wait, 11 a.m.? How can it be 11 a.m. on June 2nd? Sorry, June 2nd, not May 2nd. That's not possible. I'm already in GMT -8. There's no such thing as GMT -20. That doesn't exist. There's just no way that exists. If it's 11 a.m., it's June 3rd for you. There is no place in the world right now that is 11 a.m. June 2nd. It's just not possible. Okay, this is a 7.5. Solid Unity team. Your priorities are great. It's a great team. Luna is the weak spot, but you're working on Dro, so once Dro gets put in, you're fine. He had me confused with that 11 a.m. June 2nd or May 2nd thing. He definitely had me confused. But yeah, okay, this is a 7.5 team. Great. Marquito, people are learning. I love this. I love that I'm teaching, like, people watch this and they learn to make better teams. This is my God, I keep saying it, but this is everything I wanted out of the other games I played. Like, to just have a community that knows how to give better advice and not the Facebook Reddit, which gives very questionable advice sometimes. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Okay, so you got Unity with some very questionable heroes. Very questionable. Lindbergh is a mediocre choice here. He's not terrible. He's not trash at this point. He's pretty good at 10 stars before people get their crowd control bubble. And he's also pretty good with... Well, you don't really want to put energy on him because his hit rate is so bad. But you've got Vivienne and you've got Vegvisir. Star Shards, Freya, Vegvisir. In your case, I would probably consider putting Star Shards on Freya and Phoenix. The reason for that is because Phoenix will have a chance to give energy to Vegvisir, to Vivienne, and I guess it'll be wasted on Shude. So you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a 4 out of 6 chance of giving it to someone useful. And so Star Shards on Phoenix is a potentially better option. It's a little bit more RNG, but it will be pretty powerful. Jin, I would fodder Samurai first. How does energy sharing work? Well, Phoenix gives 50 energy to anybody, randomly on the team. The goal is to give it to somebody slower than him, so that they can fire. So on turn 1, everybody starts with 50 except for Freya. Freya fires, so she's... Or no, Phoenix gives 100 energy, sorry. Freya fires, so Freya's at 0. Second place in this team is probably Shude Mel. So she fires, she gives it to... She has 100. Then Lindbergh, who has 100. Now Phoenix fires and gives 100 energy to anybody, which is a positive to Vegvisir, Freya, Vivienne, or himself, which is 4 out of 6 chance. And if he gives it to Vegvisir or Vivienne, they will immediately fire on turn 1 as well. So you have a 33% chance of it giving it to somebody that fires right after, another 33 giving it to himself or to Freya to fire again on turn 2, and 33% chance of wasting it. So I think it's a good trade-off. And if Phoenix becomes faster than... That's exactly why, Carl. And if Phoenix is at max level with a speed rune and is faster than Lindbergh, now you have a 50% chance of giving it to someone that can fire on turn 1. So that's even better. You have a 5 out of 6 chance of it being useful. So if Phoenix is max level faster than Lindbergh, Star Shards on Phoenix is a great choice. Lunatic, they spent a little bit of money, I guess. All right. So as a team, this gets a... Wait, who is this? This is Neo. So as a team, this gets... I don't know. I'll give it a 5.5. It's better than average. You lose a lot of points for using Vivienne and Vegvisir, who are basically trash. But it is Unity. So you start from 7.5 with Unity, and you deduct points for all the off things after that. So 5.5 for having Phoenix and a good first character to go beyond 10 in Freya. So your goal, replace these two with... Oh, whoops. Replace these two with somebody. Anybody. Almost any alliance or elf are better than those. My own team, like an 8, maybe 8.5. My team is like the top end of Unity, but Unity is not meta. Luna for at 10? Yes, Luna is way better than Veggiseer. Veggiseer is not good. Can someone tell me when I hit 10? Alright, next is Zekria. I got line. Okay. 7 more, including this one? Okay. Oh, wait, did you have 2 pictures? No, just one. Okay, 1,700 keys, 250 moons, copies for Lorelei, copies for Phoenix. Freya and Phoenix have energy. Copies for 10-star Lorelei and T1 Phoenix. Freya and Phoenix have energy. Okay, let me think. Including this one. Okay. Shudmel or Luna? Luna is not that good, honestly. Shudmel's better. Is 10-star Lorelei worth it? Yes. Is T1 Phoenix worth it? Yes. So I've always said that once you've made a damage dealing T4, your next one should be support. So Phoenix would be the right one. You have 2 energy artifacts. So 250 Moonstones is enough to get you to T3 Phoenix. And you then run into the same thing that I was just saying to Neo, which is if you put energy on Phoenix, he would give it to either... Oh man, he would give it to Shud. He would give it to Valkyrie, to Shud, to Verthandi, and to Lorelei. So actually you have a... if it's given to Shud or Lorelei, it's wasted. But anybody else is good. So 33% of failure is great, I think. Big Boss, yes. I will stream the first day of anniversary. My dream team is something with double Phoenix. But I will never have a second Phoenix. It's a very long ways away. So Phoenix really should be your next priority. Lorelei is like, it's okay if you make her, it's okay if you don't. Focus on getting the good T4s up, and that's definitely more important. Alright, I gotta hurry. So this team, it's a very weak Unity because it's got a 6-star, but it's got Freya, and it's got these 2 at 9. Alright, I'll give it a 7. Hey, Jambon. We'll give it a 7 for the Lorelei. It's not bad. You've got your priorities right. So it's in a good direction, and it really can only go up from here. The only way to get a 10, honestly, is by having double Phoenix. Alright, next is Baztrez. What's up, Teddy? Didn't someone wonder why Teddy wasn't on the stream? Here's Teddy. Come here. Hi. Here's a teddy cat. Oh, wait, he's covered. Here's Teddy Cat. Teddy Cat. Teddy Cat gets a 10 out of 10. Right, Teddy? Here is a Teddy tummy. Look at that stomach. It's very fuzzy. He has a fuzzy tummy. Which all cats should have. Daniel, I'll use it the night before the anniversary resets. When will Teddy play Taptap? Teddy will eat everything. Alright, so what was I looking at? This is Baztrez. No, not this one. Dyer with this. Okay, at this point, Dyer is okay. I wouldn't put Bale here. But you've got Scold. Honestly, I'd go back to Unity. Oh, you don't have Elf. You can't go back to Unity. Okay, I would probably dump the Aura and put in Skuld and Vivienne over Bale and... Shoot, no. I would just put in Skuld over Bale. This Bale is honestly trash, and Skuld helps this team a lot. So, I would toss the Aura, put Skuld in, take out Bale. Potentially you can trade the Freya for Vivienne because Vivienne has a higher star level, but hit and miss on that one. I'm not sure about like encouraging that, but most definitely Skuld over Bale. Change familiar while it's early. This is not that early. This is 150. But this is the worst familiar. So maybe stop investing on this one and start investing on Raphael. Last Aegina from Moonstones. Yeah, if you've got energy, yeah, that's fine. Alright, so this team as it stands probably gets a... You made an Aura, but it's not that great. I'll give it a 6. At least it has Shoot and Phoenix. Hey, Night Hunter. Next is Prinks. Walnir. Oh, Walnir is such a waste here. Honestly, dump the Walnir, throw in Shoot, use Phoenix as your tank. At least Shoot will silence somebody. 100 eyes for a second Kurt copy. Do you have 2 Phoenixes? No, you don't. So honestly, you should skip it. Unless you really, really want Heaven and Hell fodder. Basically, you're pulling if you need the fodder. But don't pull if you need the Kurt, because Kurt is not going to help you. Alright, so dump Walnir, throw in Shoot. But you've got an 8-star here with a T3 Phoenix, or Freya. I'll give this team a 6.5. Priorities are good, but you got some work to do. This Lorelei really is not useful. And I don't see any sign of Dro or anyone else. But the plus for this person is that you get a copy of Dro or Lorelei for 8,000 gems in 2 days, which means that's enough to take her to 9-star. So, progress. Welcome back, Venk. Themis and Miracle Eyes? I don't believe she will be. Ever. It's been 3 hours? Yes, it has. Okay, let's go faster. Frost Joker. This is the 4th person, so 3 more after this. I just can't do team critique like every week or non-stop for 5 hours anymore. It ruins my throat and it tires me out. Will I spend more than 100 for the anniversary? Potentially yes. Bare minimum 120. I haven't decided if I will go beyond that. Maybe not. If Tears of the Goddess costs 300, I won't do it. If it costs 250, I might. Oh, a Lorelei. Yeah, 7.5 Unity. It's a good 7.5. Your highest priority should be Skuld at this point. I don't think it's that much better than regular Unity. The hero choices aren't significantly better. It's still got Shude, and Lorelei is only 10, so 7.5. 24-hour team critique stream. Oh my god, I would die if I did 24 hours team critique. And here it is. This is the team. Double Phoenix, Kurt, and Valkyrie Skuld. Unfortunately, it has Mars, who isn't that good, but 9.5 because of Mars, maybe? I think Freya would be better than Mars. Shall we give him a 9.5? Hey, Thunder John. Vank, why not? Freya's not that good. Wait, actually, he has a T4 Kurt. That's minus 40 points. Alright, JDK gets a minus 40. Second Skuld or Freya? You gotta ask Bold about that. Bold or Degnet. I don't know how important a second Skuld is. I just don't know. I can't even begin to comprehend what a second Skuld does. Alright, we'll give him a 9.5, but I would probably, like Marquito said, trade here. Trade Valkyrie for Kurt. Third Phoenix is better. I think Freya is better than Mars. The thing about second Skuld is now you're banking everything on getting Kurt or... Does both Phoenixes get the skin buff? No. Only the one that's wearing it gets it. One day I'm going to have this team. One day. Maybe next year. But probably Freya is better. Freya is the most reliable. Or the most optimal for offense. Is Shude better than Lorelei? No. Can you buy skin 2 times? Yes. But you gotta... Aegina, probably not in this team. Aegina is slow and squishy, and so is Kurt, so one of them will die, and you can only have one of them revived by Skuld. This Phoenix has a skin, this one doesn't. Eskval, I believe you can only buy one at a time, but if you wait a week, I believe the package is reset and you can buy another one. Alright, next is Pedmu. Pedmu has 1 Dro, 1 Skuld, 1 Lorelei. One Dro, one Scold, one Lorelei. Okay, Lorelei's useless. Scold, stuck. Tyler, 2 more, and then I'm done. So Anthony Zoo, if you're still here, you are the last one. Okay. You're 1 Scold away from 10 star. Sorry, Xerxes. I just can't go that long. I don't have it in me to do 5 or 6 hour streams anymore. I just don't. I'm too tired out by this. Thunder, honestly, gems don't do a lot for the anniversary. They don't help you get heroes from the shop. They're just for having fun. The dice event is like 9,000, which gives you a bunch of resources. And the secret treasure is like 10,000 if you want Lorelei. And that's about it. Cerelia, you are welcome to do that. I answer DMs generally, but I'm slow to respond if I get a lot of them. Xerxes, you always knew I was going to end before you. I'm sorry. Okay, so where would I go with this team? Honestly, I can't. Toss the Luna, and that's about it. Feeding Luna to make Freya? Do it. Do it. I fed my Luna. Senpot, go to a 10-star, go to the talents, and click the convert return button below the talents. Phil, Mars did get a buff, but it was not major. He's still amazing at 10 stars, but he's not good past 10 anymore. So this is a 7 for Unity. Because it's not evenly leveled. Themis is going to be very strong. Whether or not she's strong enough to be worthy of going off Ara for remains to be seen. Sujay, most likely yes. You're in the very last hours of it, like 10 hours before the event starts. Which unfortunately is bad because it's a collection event and you can't log in before the event starts. So we'll see how it goes. Detlaf, I would not fodder. Alright, Pedmu, you get a 7. Anthony Zhu. What did he say I gave him before? A 6? Man, there are no terrible teams today. BB Doggy is the worst with a 4. That's not that bad. Today has been some, on average, very good teams. Vincent, evenly leveled is not as important, I guess. Having 1 T4 is more important. However, try not to demolish too much unless your T4 truly can carry the team. Phoenix is not a great tank on this team. Sujay, it's up to you. If you want Themis, you should wait. If you don't care about Themis, just pull now. Eskval, no. The moment that you open the game at all, the chest is set. You must not open the game, period. Can a T4 Freya carry the team? Not really well. She would like to have a good tank. If you're going to have Freya or Valkyrie be your first T4, you would like to have at least a half-decent tank in front of them. Pineapple Cuber, they're not only closed, I'm about to end. Samuel, I've been doing it for 3 hours and 20 minutes. For 40 teams. Man, I don't even know what to do with this team. Valkyrie as your 10-star is great, but the rest of the team just lacks copies, I guess. He's got a Dro and a Shoot and a Freya. That's only one Dro. It's not enough Freyas. Probably try to take that Shoot up to 9 to get rid of maybe Saizo with. And try to take the... I don't know about Dro. You don't have the Dro. And try to get Freya up and maybe replace somebody else. I don't know. Luna. Is Skull definitely better than Themis? She plays a different role. One is support, one is attack. I feel like Skuld is a better enabler than Themis is a damage dealer. Because nobody is as good of a support as Skuld, whereas there are many high damage dealers like Kurt and Aegina and Valkyrie. So I would say start working on Shude and Freya. I'm not sure yet. Chris, no they do not. I think we'll find out in about 9 hours who the next up chest hero is. Is Nineverth a decent tank? Yes. Yes, she is. Alright, so Anthony, this team, I'm going to give it 5.5. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's very disparate in its levels. You have no Aura, which is fine, but your heroes are okay. Well, I guess I can give it a 6. At least it's got Valkyrie. It's got Valkyrie, so that'll give it a 6. Alright, so BB Doggy, you were the biggest loser. Let me go back and give you the roll. That is after Vehement, who is after Stingy Man. Wait, where is Ernest? Oh, it's like just after that. Here. Who is the runner-up? Do we have a runner-up? Man, I don't even have a runner-up. The runner-ups are all average. So we're just going to have one loser today, and that'll be it. So we'll pin that. Okay, my boy, okay, we'll do one more. Now I gotta find my place again. Wait, H4N, okay. You're the very next one, so you are the last one for today. What the heck is that name? H4N1F4H. Hanifa? Okay, so at this level, it's tough to say whether Verthandi is a... It's tough to say whether Verthandi is a better tank than Phoenix, but probably it's fine. This is not a bad team. Good night, Daniel. This is not a bad team. I would give it a 7. The only reason I have to give it less than a 7.5 is because your tank is lower level than the main, and I don't think Saizo... Well, Saizo's okay. I think... No, I could give it a 7.5. You know what? Well, I could give it a 7.5. It's a solid unity. I hope that you are able to keep up, because getting fodder for these Heaven and Hell, as you know, is not easy. But this whole team is worth taking to... Okay, Ryan, if you're here, I'll do yours. No, Thunderjohn, she's great. The problem is that if you use her, you probably have to go off Aura. Whereas if you use Kurt, or you use Aegina, or you use Valkyrie, you don't. So we need to know if Themis is good enough to be going off Aura 4. And that nobody knows until we use her. But if she fills the same role as Valkyrie, and you want to keep Unity, you can't use Themis. So we have to learn that. We will have to see how it goes. What to focus on here? This whole team can go to 10. You have no problem taking this team to 10. Saizo, Luna are the ones that you probably wouldn't not take above 10. So your goal is to get more copies for this team. That's your goal. This is not a bad team. All right, Rye Guy. If Vale is here, I'll keep going, I guess. But if Vale is not here, he is the combo breaker, and we will end with him. Ooh, first 10 is Reaper. Hey, thanks, Tomorrowland. Where is your Kurt placed? You can T3 Freya with 40 more licenses. Okay, Freya's a great first T4 or T3. That's good. Kurt is kind of a waste here, but why not? Because the rest of the team's not that strong anyway. I don't think you can T3. I don't believe that you can T3 Freya, because you need 2 more 9 stars that you don't have. Unless you're waiting for Fuse to reset to make them. Foddering Reaper for Freya is perfectly fine. Reaper is just not that great above 10 stars. So good call. Can you see a cat? I can try to get one. Teddy! Teddy, I'm gonna put you on stream again. Oh, actually. There's an Olivia. Oh, all you can see is a tail right now. Olivia! No, you don't want to jump up? Olivia! Come here. Olivia! No, she doesn't want to jump up right now. Oh, she left. Off she goes. Hi, Poodle. And while I've got it, I've also got this cat right here. Come here. Oh, Teddy cat. Teddy cat. This is a Teddy cat. He doesn't want to be held right now. You're so cute, Teddy. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, T2 Freya is great, and Teddy and Olivia emotes on Twitch. Tomorrowland, can you make those for me? Can you bring my Olivia emote to Twitch? I don't know how to do it. Somebody asked about that. I still don't know how to do it. I'll just take the one that you... I guess just send me the image that you used for Olivia, and I can put that in. And the one for Teddy, I'll have to find a good picture. Big Boss, nope, it's closed. Hey, Dom. Phoenix 9 or Medusa 10? Phoenix. Alright, so Ryan, you're in a great place. Just take Freya up and you'll be fine. Thunderjohn, Freya is a great first T4. A sub-only emote? I can do that, but having only one sub-only emote seems kind of a waste. This is a lot of 6 stars. Alright, so as a team, I would give this a 7. Sizo 9 or Valkyrie 9? Definitely Valkyrie. Oh, I keep wanting to do stuff with Twitch and I never get around to it. Man. Alright, Ryan, you are still the loser. Alright guys, that is 42 teams today. It took me way longer than I wanted to. I'm still very slow at this. But one day maybe I will get faster. Probably not. I'm probably not going to get too much faster than this. Alright, good night everybody. See you next time. Tomorrow will be FF7 because that was supposed to be today and it got displaced. So, should you take Kurt to T1? Honestly, Phoenix is better in Unity than Kurt is. Alright, thanks Tomorrowland. I'll try to add that in 5 minutes or so. Alright, good night guys. See you next time.